The Man and the Satyr. The night the man stumbled into the deep forest, the wind carried a strange, bone-cold hush, one that made even the trees seem to lean in and listen. He shivered violently, breath fogging the air, each exhale a pale ghost rising toward the pines. And through that drifting mist of breath and fear, two glowing eyes appeared. A satyr stepped from the shadows. Not the monstrous creature whispered about in campfire tales, but something older, sharper, almost regal, horns polished like obsidian, fur bristling with frost. He tilted his head, watching the trembling stranger. "You're cold," the satyr said quietly. "Why wander so deep alone?" The man swallowed hard. "I lost my way. The cold, it crept in faster than I expected." The satyr studied him for a long, unsettling heartbeat. Then, with a surprising gentleness, he guided the man toward a hollow beneath an ancient cedar, its roots forming a natural shelter. He knelt beside him. "Warm your hands," the satyr said. The man cupped his palms and exhaled a long, hot breath. Steam swirled up like tiny ribbons of firelight. The satyr's eyes widened with pleasant surprise. "Remarkable," he murmured. "You breathe warmth." The man smiled weakly. For a moment there was a spark of trust, an unspoken thread between lost traveler and wary guardian of the woods. But the cold night grew colder. Soon after, the satyr offered him a wooden bowl filled with steaming broth. As he lifted it to the man, the traveler flinched, blowing again, but this time a sharp, icy gust burst from his lips, cooling the broth so quickly the surface rippled like a disturbed pond. The satyr froze. "You warm your hands," he said slowly, "with hot breath?" The man nodded. "And you cool your food with cold breath?" The man shrugged. "Of course. Doesn't everyone?" The forest seemed to pull back as if holding its breath. The satyr's eyes darkened with ancient caution. Creatures of the wild trusted consistency, truth, the single face one showed to the world. But this man wielded heat and cold with equal ease, switching between them as casually as changing a cloak. "I cannot," the satyr said, stepping back. "Trust a being who blows both hot and cold. Your breath shifts with convenience, not truth. And a friend whose nature changes with the moment is a danger even greater than the storm." He turned, retreating into the dark timberline, leaving the man startled and speechless beneath the cedar's twisting roots. And as the night folded around him once more, the traveler realized something painful and true. The satyr wasn't afraid of magic. He was afraid of inconsistency, of a heart that didn't know its own weather. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.